Welcome back to the Michael Experiment. We're going to get right into it. This is reacting to ClickBAIT. If you're new to the channel, make sure you like and subscribe for more of these videos. So we're just going to get right into it, okay, guys? So here we go. Maybe.
No.
It's another Switch game delayed, plus
no,
Nintendo uploads
it's
weird
Monday.
video.
We don't start like this. Nintendo, we don't start like this on a Monday. Okay, Monday is supposed to be where you perk us up with pretty cool announcements. Last week was full of them. We're not on a good foot thus far. Good morning, Mario, and good morning, Switch fans. It's Zach from SwitchForce. Delays. Dang it, delays. And also creepy, weird stuff. Nintendo is just filling the Monday with question marks, so I'm going to fill you all in. What's going on, everybody? It's Zach from SwitchForce. Love you lots. Hope you're all having a fantastic start to your week.
Thank you so much.
And they say, talk about what you love. And so I want to kick it off with this 14-foot tall Lego Bowser.
Yes, the Lego Bowser, which we reported on today as well.
Before we get a Lego Mario game, given the partnership between Lego and Mario, the video game nature, I think that is the next big crossover. Nintendo and Ubisoft for Mario and Rabbids, Nintendo and WB for Lego Mario. Watch this space.
Now, what's the Switch game that's delayed?
Twitter space. But yes, they're building it and bringing a 660,000 brick, gigantic, movable Bowser to Comic-Con, and that's about it to the story. I just think this is sick. Hold up.
Is it a weird video?
I'm normally a sound off on Twitter kind of guy. So it wasn't until later that I actually heard the sound.
I don't know if I classify it as a weird video or not. Oh, no.
How is your Monday not instantly better? Okay, I guess Nintendo knew what's up after all. Man, I'm fired up. Somebody build that Bowser in my house. And I probably now have to get the mini version that's going to be available October 1st. It is very expensive, but it's Lego, but it's huge. I love this thing. Do you love this thing? Let me know.
It's pretty cool.
Something else that I really loved was the idea that Nintendo is away from delays, that they don't really partake in delays, but they have had multiple things now get pushed to 2023. And it's not just the games themselves, although there is a new game delay. First off, I want to talk about Xenoblade Chronicles 3, the Collector's Edition. Now, this special edition is very coveted. Nintendo's shop basically shut down because they couldn't handle the traffic. They had to try and redo it. Still didn't go all that great.
Yeah, that's not.
They've already announced that they're splitting
that's
up
not
the
the best.
And the goodies.
I would say.
Like, you get the game on launch, which is next week.
It's not ideal.
And you get the goodies later on. But that was in North America. They've already taken pre-orders, and now Europe is announcing that there is a delay there as well. So worldwide, the Xenoblade 3 Collector's Edition will not arrive until the fall. But whereas North America's already taken pre-orders, Europe now is not going to take pre-orders until after the game.
I see. So the game delay,
in a way, is oddly consumer friendly, because you can find out if you love the game enough to get the Collector's Edition. You'll have some time to decide, like, do I love Xenoblade Chronicles 3? I know you think you will, but like now you can verify it for yourself. You can play the game on.
Okay, I mean it's kind of clickbait. I'm gonna say. I mean, because another Switch game delayed, but it's just the Collector's Edition. You can still play the game. So a game wasn't actually delayed. So this title's complete clickbait. I'm sorry, guys. Clickbait. Clickbait.
On the 29th.
It's clickbait.
And then pre-order later. Goodness gracious.
A terrible video, but still clickbait.
Open until the fall. Kind of wild. I don't know. This is a very botched launch for this game. Nintendo rarely does collector's editions, so it's even more sad because this is one that they're trying to get out there, and it just has been a disaster. Now, it's mostly due to unforeseen logistical challenges, aka shipping and delays and production and delays. It's something that every industry has faced. It's something that Nintendo, was never going to avoid. I mean, I can't get the buttered chicken that I love from Trader Joe's because it's on production delay. Board games that I ordered months ago are months late because the ships are taking so darn.
Hey, welcome, Toxtricity. How's it going?
We understand. It's not the worst thing in the world, but
we are reacting to
delayed,
clickbait.
and it's just strange to see a collector's edition in a game be so spread apart, right? Isn't that kind of weird? What's weirder though is the actual game that is being delayed. Okay, so Nintendo. This has been a saga, right?
Okay, so wait a minute. Okay, maybe it's not clickbait.
Pushed to spring 2023. Kind of was foreseen based on their marketing, lack of marketing, and based on what we'd heard.
Hold on.
Advance Wars Reboot Camp 1+2 is just a totally different scenario. That game has been done for a while. That game got
good
once and then got put into nebulous purgatory because of world conflicts. And understandably so, Nintendo did the right thing.
Yes, so this is about Advance Wars 1 and 2 that's already been delayed. Still clickbait.
Mindshare versus
I don't get the way he does his titling
money, would have made fans happy. And one fan actually played it. Do you remember that? Somebody somehow got the pre-order on their Switch. But there's been no words.
Oh, yeah. Someone got a hold of it. What is he talking
seemed
about?
Like
Yeah, I know what he's talking about.
Then maybe it released this fall. And today we see listed on a Danish retailer a listing for February 2023. Now, this is not confirmed. It is currently in rumor status, but I think this makes a whole lot of sense. Nintendo could have used the summer months where they were very...
So he titled the video, Another Switch Game Delayed. The Collector's Edition part of Xenoblade 3 Chronicles was delayed, but that's not a game being delayed. Advance Wars 1+2 was already delayed, so... maybe a better title is Switch Game Delayed Again, plus Nintendo uploads weird video. But instead here, again, you're lacking information. Another Switch game delayed. Well, is it Breath of the Wild? Is it... oh no, what's delayed? And it's just the same crap we already knew was delayed.
Very scarce on first-party announcements to elevate Advance Wars and say, hey, it's coming out in August. Because they don't have an August game. It's coming out in November. Because all they have is Pokemon. It's coming out in December. And they haven't said peak, which makes me feel like this is actually
my day is good.
Very accurate, and Advance Wars will get bumped
enjoying
next year. Now,
I'm enjoying hanging out.
Man, I hope that this allows Metroid Prime Remaster to become reality. Because personally, I would rather have that than Advance Wars this year. And February feels like
yeah, same.
Month. Nintendo's had a
I'm
lot
with
of
him on
success
this one.
with early year Switch
I mean, Advance Wars looks cool, but it's not like
super fun planned. Like this year, we got Pokemon Legends.
it's not like there isn't a billion turn-based tactical games that you can play.
Breath of the Wild 2, but Breath of the Wild 2 and Advance Wars, that's a pretty good early year duo.
I don't know. I mean, it's a good reason to delay it, but at the same time, like,
or if you're just a super fan, you can play both.
It's real cartoony.
The game
I don't know.
will eventually come out. Nintendo isn't like scrapping it. But I think this is your sign.
Well, they can just drop it.
It's like a major hiatus.
Yeah, see, there's the first delay.
Really
they can just drop it at a completely different
time. Or
another
time, really,
so.
that world conflicts, world events have really impacted releases. And we hear that the GoldenEye reboot or remaster, whatever that ends up being, is also shelved right now, TBD, because of what's going on, globally.
That's affecting the GoldenEye game too. That's interesting.
Probably the right decision. Does February feel good for Advance Wars? Do you like a good early year game to get into? The holidays are over. Post-Christmas break sadness. Waiting for Breath of the Wild 2 is taking forever, and now you might have Advance Wars to play. So I'll keep you posted. If it is February, I don't think Nintendo announces it for a while. I don't think they're going to say this until like September.
They're probably waiting to see how the conflict
plays out.
Probably won't hear
official word, but
it's an odd.
Retailers.
What do they call that? Trying to think what that was in my business class I'm taking. One of my classes I'm taking. It's an environmental factor that you can't. It's an environmental political factor that you have to account for in your business. It's interesting. It's something that can an outside influence that can affect your business.
If you ever see that, you didn't know. Now you know that that's not a real date. It's just like we don't know when this game's coming out. So
a placeholder date,
because nothing comes out.
I think is what he's referring to.
Not a single game comes out on New Year's Eve. Has there ever been a release? Someone let me know if there's ever been a game on any eShop, in any store, for any console, for any system, that is released on 12/31. I would really like to know. I'd also really like to know what Nintendo's up to. They're doing something.
You just plan the release, and like someone has to be there to upload it.
They dropped a new short. Now, YouTube Shorts are those vertical videos. We've messed around with a couple of them here on the channel, and they become much more popular as things like TikTok and Instagram Reels.
Yes, I am aware. Thank you.
So Nintendo made some Kirby in the Forgotten Land.
Hi, Small Moments.
Shorts back around March. Okay, they were showing up during mouth.
Oh, that's okay.
Tagged them with Kirby in the Forgotten Land to kind of help promote the game. It was marketing. Today, Nintendo dropped a new Kirby short entitled "Kirby's Got a Bright Idea," and instantly I thought this was going to be Kirby swallowing a light bulb because that's one of the mouthful modes he uses in Forgotten Land. It's not. Kirby's just getting in the spotlight, and he's really big, and there's no branding. So I wonder if this is the beginning of the hype up for Kirby's Dream Buffet. Now that's already announced. So it's
Oh,
interesting
maybe.
that there's
Might be right
no
about that.
tag here to say like, hey, this is for.
He
Dream
does
Buffet.
do a lot of guessing,
But maybe
though.
they're really kind of gonna build up, and we're gonna.
It's like, man, it might be this, it might be that, it might be this. Don't you ever tired of that? Just why don't you wait till it is instead of worrying about what it might be?
Maybe closer to 2 months.
Just a suggestion.
Technically summer's till mid-September.
Live in the now, man.
But is this for Kirby's Dream Buffet? Is this just a random fun thing that Nintendo?
I mean, at least that's news. But you could. That'd have been a
great
great thing to clickbait with, and not even have to clickbait. You could have had just a nice like title, a magnetic title, is not necessarily clickbait. Clickbait means that you don't get anything that the title suggested that you are entitled to with the video.
Strange sort of thing from Nintendo on a Monday. Meanwhile, we wait for their Pokemon.
Yeah, Small Moments had some
We
shorts.
wait for their Mario Kart Wave 2 announcements, and they're busy putting out Kirby's Got a Bright Idea. I've got a bright idea, Nintendo. Instead of delays and strange collector's edition separations and Kirby's ideas, why not just drop the Mario Kart Wave? I'd really like to play some Mario Kart. It's been a long time.
Oh, this is
now.
the let's complain about the Mario Kart courses not being out. They're gonna drop them when they're gonna drop them, my dude.
And man, it's been a while. March was when the initial pack came out.
Oh, thanks so much, Small
4
Moments.
months
That's very
since then,
helpful. I
and
appreciate
no
it.
sign of what's next. I hope we do hear about it soon. I really feel like they can't go much longer than August, right? That would be just so weird. But how about that, Nintendo?
I mean, they do have a lot of these things to release, but just let them do it. It's obviously going to come in the fourth quarter. Let's just let it
Mario
happen.
Kart. Or you could talk about Pokemon.
Why are we stressing Nintendo over this
This
stuff?
is one of my favorite mugs. I use it not that often because it's one of my smallest mugs. It is from
That's
the
cool.
Tokyo Nintendo store.
Oh, I don't. Did I go to the? I was in Japan, but I can't remember if I went to that store. I don't think I did. I saw the Nintendo headquarters, which I did not go in it, but I did see the Nintendo headquarters in person.
I want to sip on this. What N64
Yeah,
games
outside
are
of it.
Nintendo to add
It's
to
not a
Switch
public
Online
thing.
next? We got confirmation last week that Nintendo is continuing with N64 on NSO, and there's a lot of games. And
GoldenEye
this is
would be
one of the
great.
most even polls ever. All right, I gave you Donkey Kong 64, Pokemon Stadium, GoldenEye 007.
I mean, I would like any of those. Pokemon Stadium is the preferable one for me, though. I didn't get. Yeah, see, that's for everybody else. Oh, Smash Bros. Yeah, but I mean, we have Smash Bros. Ultimate. Like, Pokemon Stadium is like a whole new thing.
27% picked that, 24% picked Pokemon Stadium, 22%
I mean, it's
picked
okay.
DK64, and I'm shocked there's as much love.
I'm going
for
Pokemon
DK64
Stadium there. I
as
think
there
that's the
is.
game, the best game in
Donkey Kong
those
64
four.
was like a dream game when it released, but I feel like it will hold up.
Because Stadium's one of those games that I haven't
I don't
actually
feel
played
like
in
DK64
the
will be
modern
fun to
era
play
that I would
today.
like to
don't know.
play.
It's one of those, like,
I always liked it better than
ultra
Pokemon
collectathons
Snap.
where
Like,
there's
Snap is
literally
cool,
like
but
60 things to collect, but we'll see. GoldenEye 007 21.
it's always pretty
The
late.
last
Small
place
Moments
of
probably
the
like
choices. Interesting.
eight
I don't know if
or
everyone's just too
9,
young for GoldenEye, or
possibly.
you're kind of sick of GoldenEye because it's been in the gaming news and rumor space for most of the year. I just haven't had anything. 5% pick other. Wonder what
Some
game
probably
like
around this
N64
time, I would say, is when I usually do my
64,
live streams.
Diddy Kong Racing. Hopefully Nintendo drops a trailer indicating.
Trying to do as
like,
many as
more
I
of a
can
lineup
while my
than just a
wife's
random
dog
Pokemon,
sitting,
but
so get some
at least
more
we know that's
get some
coming.
more views, you know.
Advance War's probably not coming for a long time, and Kirby, I don't know. Let me know what you think Kirby is bringing. I will be coming tomorrow with another GMM and a special thing, so stay tuned. This is actually a really great day
Right.
for videos. There's an
I
awesome
agree
video
with that.
coming out later tonight. Something brand spanking new and crazy and wild. And
All right,
shocking
so
tomorrow.
I'm allowing myself to get out of the videos while they're trailing off because it's time to move to Switch or sorry. Now this is new. This is a new YouTuber that I'm going to be checking out his videos. So it's Mr. Boss for the win, and he does allegedly does Grand Theft Auto 6 clickbait. So we'll see what we got.
Hey, how's it going, guys? Mr. Boss for the win here, and in today's GTA video, we're going to be talking about the new code name for Grand Theft Auto 6 and how a new
So this is
main
codename
character
GTA 6
is
codename
actually
Fireball, new
being
female character
revealed.
revealed,
So this
etc.
all started the other day when an actress's resume online was actually discovered. It has her in a voice acting position.
Yeah,
in
I'm
the
surprised too
video
that people are
game
searching about
Fireball.
SwitchForce clickbait.
And
It's interesting,
she's
right?
actually working
There's a lot of
for
people want to know what's
Rockstar
going on.
Games. I'll show you guys what it looks like right here. You guys can see it for voiceover, Fireball video game for the character Tamara from Rockstar Games. And what it looks like we're looking at here is this is the code name for GTA 6, which we'll get into in a little bit, and we'll
Okay.
talk about what people's speculation on
I mean, I'll be honest, this is better than some of the
But it also
Nintendo
looks
speculation
like
that I
we
see.
now have a new character,
It's much better.
Tamara. And I think it's safe to say
I don't know.
we've
It's a little bit
said
better
this
than
is going to
Nintendo
be a
speculation
female
so far.
character in some way, shape, or form.
At least there's some
There's been
evidence.
rumors and speculation that GTA 6 is going to feature a female main character or protagonist. And the
Katara, you have the
actress, her
sun
name
right in
is
my face,
Natonia
dude. Can you
Monet.
not?
And what's
Oh, is
also
that the
very
monkey?
interesting
Hambone,
about
get out of the
this
window. Hey,
is just
Hambone.
after this was discovered by the GTA community,
Hambone, out of the window.
it suddenly
Are you chasing this
vanished
fly here?
from
It's
her
over here now.
actor's resume, which I think this means it's legit. Because if Rockstar got word of this,
You know,
they
this is,
probably went to her
I will
and said,
say this is
"You
a
gotta
lot
take
like
this
what
down
Nintendo people
right
do. Let
away."
me stop this real
Or they
quick.
went to the website where she was.
So what I'm noticing here is, you know, this guy's a little bit more relaxed than I was anticipating. I'll say he doesn't have the gusto and bravado that Mr. Zack does. So he's almost trying to come off like an expert. That's kind of the vibe I get from him. Like he's the, yeah, it's Mr. Boss here. I'm gonna tell you what's up. This is the deal. It's like a little bit more laid back, but then it's also like, hey man, I know my stuff. And so far I like it. I mean, it's not bad. You know, I think, you know, I would say, is it clickbait? Yeah, I mean, he doesn't know. You know, he doesn't know if that's true or not. So it's definitely speculation to the nth degree.
Posting her resume on, which is
I mean, somebody's
Actors
resume.
Access,
You know,
said,
that's
"You need to
real
remove this right
Nintendo
now.
level
This is
speculation.
revealing
That's like looking at
sensitive
copyright
information."
or you know,
So
schematics
this is
or whatever.
absolutely incredible.
It's pretty high
Again,
level.
It looks like we're getting the code name Fireball and a brand new character who's going to go by Tamara, being voiced and possibly motion captured by Natonia Monet. So first, let's talk about Rockstar Games actually removing this. I think this means this is 100% legit. That the code name of the game is Fireball, even though it was
Okay, so the game being called Fireball is not from Rockstar. So let's just, again, this is a lot like a Nintendo rumor video, right? Because what he did here was he took, you know, some information, kind of like Zach in the other video I reviewed. Zach took, they took down X video and Y video from the YouTube, which I think it was the OLED and the Switch Lite. Oh, they took those down, so hold on, I gotta go move this. This is really messing up my shot. Here we go. Oh, the sun is relentless in this room. Oh my gosh. Okay. Anyway, like I was saying, so that he does something similar to what Zach does in that so an example was Zach. Zach was like, oh, you know, these two videos for the OLED and the Lite were removed. It must be the Switch Pro is coming. And this guy's like, well, you know, it says, you know, Fireball. So it must be GTA 6 is called Fireball. It couldn't be that's just that's a code name. Which is what he's insinuating. That's just the code name, so that's the name of it. But literally, it could be anything. Like, Fireball doesn't relate to Grand Theft Auto, the name, anyway.
previously thought that GTA 6's code name.
All right, thanks, Small Moments, for all your hard work.
But it's possible that a high-profile project like this could have multiple code names to keep the games firmly
Right, that's
under
what I
wraps.
was saying. Like,
So
it's
the
just a
fact that
rotating
this
code
was
name, maybe, or
removed
it couldn't even be
means
for a
that it
different
is real.
game.
Now let's talk about the name Fireball
Altogether.
itself. It's tough to speculate what this could mean, considering a lot of the in-house code names for these video games don't really have anything to do with, what the game might be about.
I guess.
Like, for example, the code name for Grand Theft Auto 4 was Ice. The code name for GTA 5 was Rush. So Ice.
Okay,
and
okay,
Rush
so
are really-
I will say this. This guy did his homework. This video is a lot less late. This video is significantly less lazy than a SwitchForce video, okay? I will say that. Like, it is clickbait, it is rumors, it is speculation, but this guy's a little less lazy. He puts thought into it, and he's like, GTA 4 was called this. GTA 5 was called this. So I'm like, okay, all right. So far, I mean, it's clickbait, but at least there's some work being done.
Really not sure what those reveal about GTA 4 and Grand Theft Auto 5.
Bye, Small Moments.
A lot of people have been speculating that Fireball has to do with the setting of which the game is going to be taking place.
Okay.
And a lot of people are pointing towards Vice City and Florida. They're making references to spaceship explosions. They're referencing professional sports team logos that take place in Florida. And
I don't know. That seems a little flimsy to me. Again, he's definitely speculating here, though.
Into this sort of flaming fireball. So you can see how the speculation is already starting to turn.
But then he's saying it's speculation. So, again, while the title is clickbait, I will say that he is saying that it's speculation. So, the body of the video so far, not too bad. Definitely the name is a little misleading, though.
And same with the character Tamara. Again,
saying that the character was revealed. It wasn't really. It was just you found it somewhere on a website. Location isn't really confirmed. So it's all very just,
this could be it, or it could just be a supporting character.
Or it could be the location. Maybe it's not the location. Maybe it is the location. Maybe it's the character. Maybe it's not the character. This is all, again, this is one of those yo-yo. And GTA 6, I'm assuming, I don't really follow Grand Theft Auto. I will tell you that Grand Theft Auto 5 has like 300K people watching it on Twitch at any given time. So GTA 5 is popular. So it would make sense to me, so that community is probably really passionate. It would make sense to me that there is a similar group of people that follow Nintendo stuff that want this GTA 6 stuff. So I think that's what he's doing here. He's doing what Zach's doing, just with a different genre and game.
Voiceover role on the radio.
It's a great contemporary, great comparison.
What I do think we know is we're finally starting to get some cool new details about GTA 6. And
by the way, I want to shout out the gentleman that let me know about this, Mr. Reaper.
Like what we saw with Grand Theft Auto 5,
he definitely let me know.
Names in that game changed a lot. Like for example,
so
Michael's name, Michael DeSanta.
Thank you for the tip. It's always good to look at some of this clickbait.
Similar but different. So it might not be Tamara or Tamara when it's all said and done, but there is a good chance that her character is still legitimate. Now, when this news started coming out, a lot of individuals started looking for more references of Fireball. And another actor on the same website, Dwayne Shepard,
here we go again,
actually has a post that he is.
This guy and Zach could be brothers with this speculation.
From
This is
Rockstar.
8 solid minutes of just nothing.
Street hustler. So maybe that's just a little bit of lost in translation. I don't know. To me, Firestorm, Fireball, that kind of sounds interchangeable.
I mean, it's just kind of like looking for smoke where there's no fire, I guess. This is what it reminds me of. It reminds me so much of SwitchForce and the Nintendo culture. Where you're just, what's next? What's next? What's next? Not realizing there's just nothing next. You're just kind of being played. But
who knows? Maybe that's just the code name of the character that Rockstar gave him. But it's coming out left and right that it really does look like the code name is going to be Fireball, Firestorm.
I don't know, man. It's a
and
pretty flimsy logic, to be honest. Like him explaining the code names and stuff was cool.
You can actually see in her sort of catalog that she is
not really feeling
work for just Grand Theft Auto.
The whole of this video, though.
And again, hosted by Take-Two Interactive, so you can kind of see left and right here. More are being found, including the likes of Olivia Rubo, on the exact same website as well. She's working with Rockstar Games, doing supporting motion capture for Take-Two Interactive.
I mean, they have so many.
So that would obviously.
The other thing with Take-Two is, Take-Two is making a boatload of money on Grand Theft Auto 5. I don't know that they're really trying to when you are the #1 game on Twitch with 300,000 actives, how do you even move on from that? They're going to make 6 and, cannibalize their audience? That's a tough choice for Rockstar. I see why they're dragging their feet.
Is also for Grand Theft Auto 6. So long story short, this is not the first time that an actor or actress has accidentally let slip a small detail about GTA 6. You guys might remember that last August, an actor and musician, Dave Jackson, shared on Facebook that he had been cast as Police Chief Captain McClane in the upcoming game. And whether he did that as a publicity stunt or he accidentally let the cat out of the bag a little bit too early, it's safe to say that details could change and roles could be sort of replaced. But for now, this is where things are getting left off. We're starting to see more details about the game. Project Fireball, as I guess it's going to be called, or Firestorm. And I would say over the
But
last
see,
5 years...
I guess it's going to be called. It's like, why guess? So you can make a video saying, I was right about GTA 6. It's just like, I don't know. It just seems, it's just awkward to me.
Since 2017, we've been seeing actors and actresses have Grand Theft Auto 6 mentioned in their resume. Whether it's the like of Tim Neff, who said that he specifically was working with Rockstar on Grand Theft Auto 6. He's also been featured in GTA 5 and Red Dead Redemption 2, which makes that a little bit more likely that he would be working also on Grand Theft Auto 6. You also have Jorge Consejo, who also said that he was working on Grand Theft Auto 6, doing CGI work in a role called the Mexican in 2018. This year in February 2022, there was an actor, Guy A. Fort, who lists Grand Theft Auto 6 on his resume, and that he was going to be in the guest star role. And he also has a tweet.
I mean, I guess you can't always feel getting it on their resume.
On the
it's
next Grand Theft Auto game. He kind of let the cat out of the bag. So long story short here, this is just another example in the world of voice.
But I think, you know, when it happens, when you go digging this deep to try to find any little thing to cling onto for clicks or for whatever reason, you start making these videos and it's like you so want there to be something there that literally you deceive your audience with clickbait just to get them to click, to spend 8 minutes watching a video and go, okay, some people put some stuff on some resumes. You know, it's like, it's just not that captivating.
Motion capture artists, actors,
it's not a bad video.
Letting the cat out of the bag a little bit too early that they're working on GTA 6. And what's particularly interesting about this case is we have the new character, Tamara, and we also have a new codename, Project Fireball. So let me know in those comments down below what you think both of those are. What is our character, Tamara, going to be like? And what do you think Project...
Okay. I mean, you know, again, going back to kind of address, is kind of saying it's fact. Zach does that too. Even though they know it's not. So it's a little annoying. Here's a second SwitchForce video, though, guys. Alright.
Good morning, Mario, and good morning, Switch fans. Hopefully the fireworks didn't keep you up too late. Hopefully you're ready to return to our regularly scheduled work week, or summer break week, or Good Morning Mario week, because here we are with another show about Nintendo putting its first game on PC. Ubisoft coming back at us with some new games, and Nintendo Ninjas are real. Like, I think this is confirmation. So what's going on, everybody? It's Zach from SwitchForce. Hope you're all doing fantastic and staying alive out there. Let's kick it off with Ubisoft, who decided to skip June for their big games.
So Nintendo games coming to PC, new data mine. I mean, if it's a data mine, that's not...
Now, this could be parallel to what Nintendo is doing, because Ubisoft is coming forward with their own Ubisoft Forward, basically a direct, in September. All right, so they are going to rock and roll with their published games in September.
Okay.
Maybe Nintendo is going to do the same thing. Skip in June, dipping in September, that could be. Now, I would say we'll probably see like a launch-type trailer for Mario + Rabbids Sparks of Hope, given that that game's out mid-October. But maybe something else will come to Switch. This is apparently the event where they'll reveal the future of Assassin's Creed. I would love for Nintendo to be incorporated in those plans. The Switch has been a great hub for past Assassin's Creeds.
Well, they're a great hub for all of their old crap that they can...
Black Flag and a few others like Rogue. 3. I want more. Okay, the AC games.
I mean, so they are a hub for the old games, but it's like they can't put. I don't know. They can't put the new game on there. You know what I mean? So I was gonna take these glasses off. They just keep fogging up. I was gonna wipe them off, but we ain't gonna do that. All right. Anyway, we're gonna keep going.
I feel I've gotten kind of bloated and repetitive, but maybe they can sort of reset the course, and hopefully that course includes Nintendo. Especially if they unveil new hardware anytime soon. It would be a great fit. 4K portable, AC on the go, that would be awesome. Any other games would be icing on the cake. Will Skull and Bones get ported to the Switch now that that's supposed to be coming out this year? Avatar probably will not be, and I definitely expect that to be featured and dated at this showcase. Beyond Good and Evil 2 sounds like a great fit for Switch. They did mention it today, so if that shows up, Probably won't be on Switch, but you never know. And then, of course, there'll probably be a new game or two as well. So that all takes place on September the 10th at noon Pacific, 3 p.m. Eastern live stream. We'll probably watch it together. That's coming up in about 3 months. So you got 3 months to...
So, I mean, that's actually some good news, but the title does not tell you anything. I mean, that seems like... I don't know. That just seems like a real missed opportunity to make a better title. That Ubisoft thing is actually a pretty big deal. But I guess he didn't think it would get clicks, so he instead did clickbait. I don't know. Are the Nintendo games coming to PC? I don't think there are.
Wait for Ubisoft. Hopefully not.
I can tell by the question mark, exclamation point, combo.
A lot of people are on Nintendo Watch. Are they going to have some sort of July presentation? A direct, general. A Splatoon 3 direct. A hardware reveal since July is the month.
Direct?
They revealed hardware. They did it with Switch Lite and Switch OLED in the second week of July. So maybe, baby, anything is possible.
Maybe,
but
baby.
Today Nintendo didn't reveal anything new. Instead, they want to let you know that their big old game sale is ending tomorrow night, and there's actually a bunch of good stuff in this sale. I'll put a link to the video I made on the sale in the description. There's a ton of great games.
First sale
party,
stuff,
third
so
party,
bored.
and indies. So if you're looking to grab something for the summer months, we do have.
I mean, I can look in the shop. I don't need anybody to show me.
But it's kind of a small
Never really
summer
understood those
for
eShop
big releases, so
videos.
maybe
Like,
you
I'm
can
just
pick up
gonna look for
something
what I
you
want.
missed, and
Best
I'll
thing to do
keep
too is
posted
just go
on
through
Nintendo
Metacritic and
announcing
just hit the
anything.
highest ranked
If there
games.
past hardware reveals, it was just boom, it's out there.
I don't know.
If it's a direct, they will announce it beforehand. I'm almost certain.
And so he's,
Just
you
Mario
know,
Kart
kind of
on
like
Twitter,
going back to
it'll be a
Mr.
surprise.
Boss.
So we'll keep.
It's the same, you know, the same thing. Maybe it's this. Maybe it's that. Maybe it's this. Hey, maybe it's that. Maybe it's this. Clickbait. Maybe it's this. Maybe it's that. It's like, where is the substance? Substance. I don't see any substance. No
Keep
substance.
posted. Eyes peeled for July. No guarantees of anything. But it
No
does seem
guarantees
like
of anything,
they're
guys. We're
willing
just gonna keep talking
to
about it.
this
Blue in the
July
face.
19th date that
Blue in the face.
we'll have to keep an eye on, if you know what I'm talking about. Now then, Nintendo is keeping an eye on leaks. They really don't like them over there at the Big N, and they've had a bunch of them. We're talking about the Gig Leak. We're talking about prototypes being leaked. We're talking about canceled games being leaked, concepts being leaked, videos being leaked.
Yeah.
They have a lot of security threats that they need to try and patch up. And at the recent shareholders meeting, they asked President Furukawa, what is going on? What are you doing about all of these leaks, data breaches, security, etc.? It seems like Nintendo is a sieve right now. Everything's just draining through. He said, we are taking a variety of initiatives.
Okay. What? I don't think Nintendo lets too much get out. You guys wish that was the case. I'm sorry. Nintendo's pretty good at keeping that stuff under wraps. That's just my opinion.
He said they're employing outside specialists, which to me means ninjas.
That's ninjas,
What are the
yes.
kind of
I mean, that
outside
sounds like something
specialists
Nintendo would
required?
do.
It says Nintendo has their own
I don't know that we need to be,
information security
like,
committee.
pressuring
Okay, they have
Nintendo to be
information
more
security
like that,
management.
though.
Well, they have all that internally.
I
But
think they've got
outside
that covered.
specialists, this is where the Nintendo ninjas come into play. I'm convinced that Furukawa has a team of super spies around the globe ready to jump on you if you do another Giga League. So be careful. They got that Bowser guy.
I'll make bad films.
Not Doug.
What about song?
Not King Koopa, Jerry Bowser. He's in prison, I believe, for his emulation station.
Oh, that guy,
he had
yeah,
set
he
up.
is in prison.
Sort of a leak, right? I don't know. Security in general is of the utmost importance to Nintendo, and it's a bad look when all of this stuff has been sneaking out. We know Nintendo hates hacks, hates leaks, hate things of this sort, and it makes sense. What company would like that and welcome that? But Nintendo is using both physical and technical countermeasures. That's a quote. Physical and technical. So they got computers and they have physical countermeasures.
Whoa.
Ninjas! Anyways, while Nintendo is up to their
Fair
antics,
point.
there's
Nintendo
a
Ninjas would have been a
antic
great
brewing,
clickbait title,
and one
too.
that would change the
Nintendo Ninjas are
change
real!
the gaming scene, I think, forever. PC has become a huge focus for the other big platform holders. Microsoft has
Here it
embraced
comes.
it
Here's
for
the
a long
clickbait,
time.
guys.
Obviously, Microsoft. Sony, though, has really come into the PC scene as of late. They got God of War over there, Horizon, they're putting Uncharted, Last of Us, right? They are doing it big with PC. They're embracing the PC scene
If this
as
is
a
just,
supplement
like,
to PlayStation.
surmising that it
Meanwhile,
could be
Nintendo is all about their walled garden. They keep their IP tight. It was a big deal when Nintendo went mobile with games like Pokemon Go, Super Mario Run, and Mario Kart Tour. Bringing major IP to a platform that isn't their own was kind of monumental. Now we take it for granted, but yeah, Nintendo embraced the mobile scene. And it looks like they might be embracing the PC scene. So basically what happened is a data mine occurred for Mario Kart Tour. And inside they found different references and support for mouse. And no, this isn't the return of my guy, Mauser, from Mario Bros. 2, even though it should be one of the most overlooked villains in the history of media. This is a reference to Mouse on the computer. Now, it could just be...
Mouse on the computer?
Right, they're just testing things out. But there's also been data mined a bunch of references and code for native emulation. Now, this really seems like they are getting ready to emulate this game for PC. And why would they do that, and why Mario Kart Tour? Well, it ties into an upcoming release for the PC, which is the Google Play Games Initiative, which is going to help bring Google Play Store games from Android phones to PC. Now,
okay, this is so much clickbait. So, the title says... Sorry. Give me a minute. The title says... Nintendo games coming to PC? Question mark? Explanation point? Through an Android emulator. Okay.
Mario Kart Tour is obviously on iOS and Android.
I mean, you can already do that now.
Maybe Google and Nintendo have talked about bringing Mario Kart Tour as one of the tentpole feature launch apps.
Maybe, he says. Maybe Nintendo, maybe they... No info!
...apps for the Google Play Games PC service. Either way, Mario Kart Tour would become the first ever Nintendo published game on a PC. Not a ROM, not a hack, not a leak. Actually, Nintendo intending to do this. Now, let's not get too crazy. I don't think Mario Odyssey will end up on PC anytime soon. I don't think Breath of the Wild would. But...
No! You don't... No! Get the... Shut the front door! Shut the front door! You mean that the Breath of the Wild and Mario Odyssey won't be on PC? You've got to be kidding me. You heard it here first.
In a world where everyone's trying to expand, and Nintendo themselves have said that they want to spread their IP, right? They're trying theme parks, they're trying movies. Could they try PC as well? Is this just like the can of worms opening, the can of Goombas spreading its seal and saying, maybe? Nintendo is slower going than just about anybody else in the video game business, so if it were to happen, I expect it to take like a decade.
So, this thing he's told you that might happen will require a decade for you to call him on it. 1 decade. Well, I said it could be a decade. Oh my god.
But there is a future where we are playing Metroid Prime 5 on PC. Maybe Metroid Prime 4, depending on when it releases. I put the odds of that at like...
What do you think he puts the odds of it at? Oh. Toxtricity says, the clickbait from SwitchForce is unbelievable. Seriously, clickbait is on a whole nother level. Yeah, 100%. So basically he said PC games, Switch games might come to PC. And no, I don't think Mario or Zelda are coming, but you never know. And they might be coming out soon, but then it might take up to a decade, so you guys can't call me on it, right? Oh, brother.
20%? Because I do think
20%!
Their brand and their systems
20% that Metro... Okay, hold on, let's back this up. What was the prediction? This is... I gotta make a short about this. What was the prediction?
Because I do think Nintendo still values their brand and their systems so highly. But this would be their game.
Well, let's go back.
They're trying theme parks. They're trying movies. Could they try PC as well? Is this just like the can of worms opening, the can of Goombas spreading its seal and saying, maybe? Nintendo is slower going than just about anybody else in the video game business, so if it were to happen, I expect it to take like a decade. But there is a future where we are playing Metroid Prime 5 on PC. Maybe Metroid Prime 4, depending on when it releases. I put the odds of that at like 20%.
He puts the odds of Metroid Prime 4/5. Now notice, he said 4 and 5, so when 4 doesn't happen, well, you know, the graphics aren't there yet, Nintendo's not ready. Metroid Prime 5 is going to be on PC when it comes out in 2035. It's like, he's pushing all this out so far, you can't even call him on it, because it's like, he's saying Metroid Prime 4 or 5. It's just like the guy has a handful of freaking darts, and there's just this gigantic dartboard. No, actually, no. SwitchForce is like this. It's like you have a handful of darts, like the tiniest darts you can imagine, with the tiniest little board on the wall. And Zach is just throwing these darts at this tiny dartboard, and occasionally he hits something.
Because I do think Nintendo still values their brand and their systems so highly. But this would be their gateway.
Plus, Nintendo doesn't put their game on PC. Even there's no way Nintendo will allow their games to be on a PC unless they want to do it. Exactly. They mean they're not putting the big games on PC. I think that's a ridiculous prediction.
Maybe Nintendo is just doing this to fulfill some Google Play.
So then at the end, he says what is really happening. Maybe Google is just doing this to fulfill the Google Play. That's the actual news story, right? But he's buried it under 8 minutes and 28 seconds of nonsense.
Responsibility, requirement, or request. Maybe there's nothing more to it, but I still think in 2022, if we do see Mario Kart, any Mario Kart on PC, that is monumental. And I want to know, would you want to play Nintendo games on PC? Like, do you think that's good? Opening it up to more players, or do you think that's bad? Like, I could see some...
Well, is it good? Is it bad, guys? The thing that's never happening, is it good or bad? Let me know in the comments below.
People saying, like, Nintendo is special because it's Nintendo, and it's just Nintendo. You play on the Nintendo with the Nintendo games. It could go both ways.
Yeah, play on the Nintendo with the Nintendo games. I'm done with this video, guys. I can't anymore. Next, for the win, boss guy. Yeah. So we're going to move on to the next video, guys. This is another GTA 6 clickbait video. Title of this video is... Confirmed! Grand Theft Auto 6 is confirmed! Rejoice! It's confirmed! Ah! Sorry, I'll stop with the ear damage there. Alright, hold up. I'm going to back this up. Sorry. I was stepping on it a little bit. Let's go.
Grand Theft Auto 6 has been confirmed again by Rockstar Games. We'll be talking about what Rockstar said, and if that means an official announcement, reveal, and trailer could be on the way soon.
Okay, so literally in his, we'll call it his thesis statement, right? This guy is obviously very smart. I just want to say this. Both these guys are super intelligent. They both have great channels. I'm not here trying to tear anybody down, but what I am doing is reviewing clickbait, so that is through fair use. That's what's happening here, nothing else. But what I will say, this guy puts together a more solid script than Zach does. He doesn't do a lot of this, oh, I don't know, it could be this, guys, it could be that, guys. He does a little bit of it, but he does it in a more, I don't know, like a more professional way, like, kind of like, but he literally tells you all you need to know in the first, like, what is this? 11 seconds that this is BS, even though it's an 8-minute video. So let's listen to the first 11 seconds again, just to kind of set the BS up.
Grand Theft Auto 6 has been confirmed again by Rockstar Games. We'll be talking about what Rockstar said, and if that means an official announcement, reveal, and trailer could be on the way soon. So GTA 6 official news from Rockstar has been few and far between. You guys might remember the first initial announcement that Rockstar gave us came back on February 4th, 2022, where Rockstar basically announced that the next Grand Theft Auto game was in development, with them saying this, what's next? With the unprecedented longevity of GTA 5, we know many of you have been asking us about a new entry in the Grand Theft Auto series. With every new project we embark on, our goal is always to significantly move beyond what we have previously delivered. And we are pleased to confirm that active development
Okay.
is the next entry in the Grand
Okay. So they actually have confirmed that there is another Grand Theft Auto coming. But is it Grand Theft Auto 6? Or is it a Grand Theft Auto side project? I mean, again, that's kind of why it's clickbait, in that they haven't confirmed that the Grand Theft Auto in development is actually called GTA 6. It could be GTA Online, too. I mean, that's what's making them all their money. Why would they... You know, it could be a full new GTA that is like Fallout 76 or something. It isn't necessarily going to be GTA 6. So, it's clickbait, but let's let them finish reading the statement here from from Rockstar.
Grand Theft Auto series is well underway. We look forward to sharing more as soon as we are ready, so please stay tuned to the Rockstar Newswire for official details.
Okay.
On behalf of our entire team, we thank you all for your support.
That's like a very Nintendo thing to say, so yeah, sure. We're making something eventually.
Half a year ago,
the next Mario game is
today,
in development somewhere.
Else from Rockstar. It had kind of just been radio silence. After that initial announcement, we kind of got to see a lot of the Rockstar Games employees finally break their silence on Grand Theft Auto 6. They seemed excited about it. They seemed very interested in sharing
like the city
more
hall.
whenever they could. We heard very briefly from the Take-Two Interactive CEO. Again, that's going to be the parent company of Rockstar.
This is Mr.
Games
Boss
across
for the
Zelda.
win, by the way. Make sure you guys go subscribe.
Grand Theft Auto 6, but he obviously wasn't
To
able
SwitchForce
reveal
also.
anything, only that Rockstar would in due time. And
Hey,
now
SwitchForce
today,
didn't take this video down.
finally
This guy
got
doesn't.
some more
I suggest you guys go
information.
subscribe to them because they're being cool about the fair use thing. So
Rockstar gave us a community update
Appreciate
for
it.
Grand Theft
Appreciate
Auto
y'all.
Online and Red Dead Online, and they said the latest on what's to come this summer and beyond. And we'll be talking about that in future videos, but I want to focus on the GTA 6 stuff in this video today. And unfortunately, it kind of comes at the sake of Red Dead Online. They said.
So I'm now 2 minutes. This reminds me. Oh man, I have to say, man, that's Reaper, right? Let's make sure I get this name right. I think this guy's name is Reaper. Yeah, Reaper. Dude, you nailed it. This guy's so much like Zach. Like, he packages it a little prettier. He's less like. He's less. Okay, I don't know if he packages it prettier or if he just doesn't talk to 12-year-olds. Because Zach always feels like he's talking to kids. This guy knows he's talking to higher teens, young adults. Maybe that's the only difference, really, is he has to use a little bit more vocabulary. He has to be a little better spoken, or nobody of my age group is going to really pick up on it. So maybe that's the reason. I don't know. Not my age group, but the people over 21.
Support and dedication. Over the past few years, we have been steadily moving more development resources towards the next entry in the Grand Theft Auto series, understanding more than ever the need to exceed players' expectations and for this next entry to be the best it can possibly be. And as a result, we are in the process of making some changes to how we support Red Dead Online.
Bye, Red Dead Online.
Experienced players
Bye.
engaging in the wealth of activities already added to this massively rich world, including specialist roles, story-based cooperative missions, competitive showdown modes, and much more. We will continue to showcase these unique additions through Red Dead Online's monthly events as we move forward, so players of all levels can enjoy everything the vast frontier
That
has to offer,
sucks.
alongside seasonal special events and experience improvements, plus other changes to enhance and maintain a healthy Red Dead Online environment. We plan to build upon existing modes and add new Telegram missions this year, rather than developing major themed content updates like in previous years. And we will continue to highlight and share the creative efforts of our Red Dead
TLDR, we're cutting the team down.
community and every opportunity via the Newswire and beyond. Once again,
That sucks
we want
for
to
them,
thank
though.
the community for their continued support.
Hopefully they're just getting
We are
moved on to
truly
other
grateful
projects,
for
though.
all
Rockstar is so
constructive
big.
feedback
Hopefully
we've
that's
received
they're
up
not
to this
losing their
point,
jobs.
and hope you keep
Because that's
coming.
always sad
This
when
direct feedback
people in
from
the gaming
players has
business
been
lose their jobs.
instrumental to the ongoing success
So hopefully they're
of
just
both GTA
being
Online
internally
and Red Dead
restructured.
Online, and an integral element of what helps us continue to evolve and improve as we push ahead towards the future. Please stay tuned to the Rockstar Newswire and follow us on Twitter, Instagram, Facebook, and YouTube for more news in.
Now, you guys let me know in the comments below, does Rockstar listen to its fan base? Like, they talk about how this direct feedback from players has been instrumental to the ongoing success. Are they really listening to their fan base?
Coming months. So that right there is the Grand Theft Auto 6 news that Rockstar gave us today. Let's essentially go ahead.
Okay, so he spent 4 minutes to get through that tiny, tiny news article. This is so much like Zach. And now he's going to give you 4 more minutes recapping the same BS we just heard. Go!
Break that down. Now, just like in their first post, they didn't call it Grand Theft Auto 6 or GTA.
I just said that, and it could be GTA Online too. That's where the money is. Why do they care about us making a... GTA 6 is essentially just the single-player portion. You know, why wouldn't you just make a new GTA Online? I guess their thought is maybe they'll bake it into GTA 6, but... You know, that's kind of how they've done in the past, I guess. I suppose if you're on the speculation bus, it's a logical stop, but I hate speculation.
Yay, Roman numeral 6. But I think it's pretty obvious that the name of the game is going to be Grand Theft Auto 6. I mean,
Is it though? Again, this reminds me of Zach because like it's obvious to me that. But is it? It's obvious to me they took down the video for the Switch Lite and the Switch OLED. Something Switch Pro's coming. It's the same kind of thing. Like, obvious to you, but that's because you want to hear this. It's something to do with actually reality.
I don't know why Rockstar is being hesitant on calling it what it is, which is going to be GTA 6.
Are we sure though? Again, if they're hesitant to call it GTA 6, it could be that it's not GTA 6 in fact at all.
They just keep calling it the next entry in the Grand Theft Auto series. Now, basically what's going on here is over the past few years...
Well, they don't want to be pigeonholed into a name. Some names don't come to fruition until the end of the project.
You want to call it a few years, let's just call it 3, or maybe since Red Dead Redemption 2 came out, they've been steadily moving more development resources towards GTA 6.
Right.
So long story short,
I buy that.
Means
whatever it's going to be called.
Let's say 50% of their team was working on Grand Theft Auto Online, 40% of their team was working on Red Dead Redemption 2 and Red Dead Online, and then 10% of their team was working on GTA 6. Now a bigger chunk of their Rockstar team is going to be working on the game. In fact, it wouldn't be shocking if now a majority of their resources are developing Grand Theft Auto 6.
Actually, that's a terrible take. I don't think a majority of their resources are developing Grand Theft Auto 6. I think a majority of their resources are helping to keep this game at 300,000 active viewers right now as we speak on Twitch. So I think that's where the development time's going. I think they have probably a much smaller team working on GTA 6. That's just my opinion. I think when you have a game that is this popular... When you have a game that's this popular, that's the logic to me.
Now, what's really exciting about this is Rockstar understands that this game needs to be the best it can possibly be. They said they know now more than ever that they need to exceed players' expectations, and for this entry to be the best it possibly can be, they're going to need to work really hard. Now, unfortunately, this is kind of resulting in the end of Red Dead Online. Rockstar essentially...
That's what I gathered. That just them sunsetting it, essentially.
Brand new updates.
Maintenance mode, as we like to call it with MMOs. Maintenance mode.
They're going to feature the specialist roles, story-based co-op missions, showdown modes, and they're going to be adding a couple more things to the game, like seasonal special events, and they're also going to be adding more Telegram missions later this year. But there's not going to be any major themed updates like in previous years, and like we've seen in Grand Theft Auto Online. So essentially, the birth of Grand Theft Auto 6 is resulting in the death of Red Dead Online. Now, this is going to be sad.
I don't think anybody's going to be very sad about that. Maybe like the 5 people that are playing that. I mean, again, you know.
I'm all for Rockstar putting in more resources towards Grand Theft Auto 6. And I know they don't have unlimited manpower, so it's impossible for them to work on all, let's call it 3 things at once.
Yeah, they're working on them all at once, but I really don't think they have an exorbitant amount of people on the next game. Why? Let them finish it slowly while this game rakes in the money. Like, why would you bother putting out GTA 6? I'm not even sure that GTA 6 makes financial sense in the next 5 years. If your game's going to be #1 with 300,000 people on Twitch, the next closest game is, like, 78,000. Like, you don't need to change anything. It ain't broke, don't fix it, man.
The community has been organizing for a couple of weeks, and I think Rockstar just sort of put the cherry on top of this whole thing. So it is still very unfortunate for Red Dead Online fans, but it's sort of coming at the expense of the success and the beginning of GTA 6. Now, as far as when we'll get more information from Rockstar on GTA 6, we really don't know. They don't have a clear pattern or history of, you know, being spot on when they deliver news and information. It went from February 4th till July 7th before they even mentioned the next Grand Theft Auto game again. So I hope it's not that long, because that's basically 4 or 5 months.
Oh, I'll bet it will be. I'll bet it'll be years before we even see hide nor hair of that game.
Rockstar Newswire.
Can't even imagine they have any reason to release it in this console generation.
But of course, if
Why?
we do, I'll be sure to keep you guys posted.
Right.
So let me know what you think about this new Grand Theft Auto 6 essentially confirmation, and how big it's going to be.
Look at him.
Those comments down below.
Look at him keep talking.
You guys down there. If you guys did go and enjoy
Still
this video,
talking.
a like rating would of course be awesome. And be sure to subscribe to my YouTube channel if you are new. You want to stay up to date on all latest GTA and all the Rockstar Games videos that I'll be doing.
Is there an outro, or is he gonna? He's gonna do like this long of an outro?
Sometimes YouTube just doesn't work, and if you ring that bell, you'll
those videos are. That's an excruciating amount of self-promotion. Oh my god. Jesus. Metal. Jesus, that's a lot of BS. All right, next SwitchForce video. Speaking of a lot of BS.
So after my scathing first video on Sonic Frontiers, Sega wanted to change my mind. The enemies look boring and super
Yeah, this is
easy.
called I paid $3.50 to
thing
puke at Sonic Frontiers.
Just doesn't look all that fun to fight. Sonic is constantly flying super high in the air,
My audience likes Sonic,
and
so this ought to be good.
I just don't think... I don't know what they think. Sega wanted to prove me wrong, and they wanted me to see that Sonic Frontiers is actually awesome. So they wanted me to play Sonic Frontiers and learn and understand what the Blue Blur has been up to.
So, I wish they wouldn't encourage him. I really do. Like, why are you encouraging this man? By calling him out, like, for what reason? I just would like to know, why are you encouraging him? I had to start this from the beginning.
So after my scathing first video on Sonic Frontiers, Sega wanted to change my mind. The enemies look boring and super easy. The giant thing just doesn't look all that fun to fight. Sonic is constantly flying super high in the air, removing control. And I just don't think... I don't know what they think. Sega wanted to prove me wrong, and they wanted me to see that Sonic Frontiers is actually awesome. So they wanted me to play Sonic Frontiers and learn and understand what the Blue Blur has been up to. So I flew myself to Los Angeles, California. This was not some sort of paid trip. This was not some sort of bring the creators out. This was me putting in my Delta Sky Miles number and getting a ticket. All right, I was heading out to the Summer Game Fest Play Days event hosted by Jeff Keighley, where press and creators could play a bunch of the games that were shown off in Summer Game Fest. One of those games happened to be Sonic Frontiers, and I was excited. All right, I wanted to see exactly what this was like in person, how it looked, no YouTube compression, no internet opinions, just me and Sonic hanging out together. So I fly to Los Angeles, and oh my goodness gracious, it was one of the weirdest days of my entire life. What's going on, everybody?
I'm going to back this up real quick.
Hope you're doing better today than I was.
I'm going to back this up
yesterday.
real quick.
This is a story for the ages, so get ready, buckle up, hit that like button, leave a comment.
I have so much to say. I heard some of it when I was on my way. I have so much to say.
So after my scathing first video on Sonic Frontiers, Sega wanted to change my mind.
Okay, so here's the story that he's telling. He made a video about Sonic Frontiers. I didn't see it. I don't watch his channel other than to do this. But, oh, I like the video too. Okay, so he did this. He did this. He did this. He did this. Blah, 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 blah. Sonic Frontiers, this sucks, I guess, is what he did. And then Sega's like, hey, Zach, we saw your video about Sonic Frontiers sucking. Would you like to come out on your own dime to LA? Here we go, everybody. Let's get into it.
The enemies look boring and super easy. The giant thing just doesn't look all that fun to fight. Sonic is constantly flying super high in the air, removing control. And I just don't think... I don't know what they think. Sega wanted to prove me wrong, and they wanted me to see that Sonic Frontiers is actually awesome.
Can't believe they did this.
To play Sonic Frontiers and learn
They
and
made
understand
him pay
what
for
the
the
Blue Blur
ticket.
has been up to. So I flew myself to Los Angeles, California. This was not some sort of paid trip. This was not...
Okay, so... For one, why? Sega, pay me to come see your game and talk about it. Man, you gotta grow a set, my guy. Like, I don't mean to be rude, but you've got 420,000 subs. Hey, how about you pay my plane ticket? You know, or I'll just, you know, continue to bash the game, and or maybe you can send me a review copy. I'm not coming out there on my own dime. That is outrageous. People make questionable decisions. Like, why would you do that? Yeah, okay, it's an excuse to take a trip, but... We're going to just keep going.
Some sort of bring the creators out. This was me putting in my Delta Sky Miles number and getting a ticket. All right, I was heading out to the Summer Game
Oh,
Fest
okay.
play days.
So this is a flex. He's saying that he has so many miles from traveling, you know, for his videos or for his personal life, that he had the miles to just cash in a ticket. Okay, well that's not, again, that's clickbait. It's clickbait! It's clickbait! I thought for sure he wouldn't have done clickbait. It's clickbait! He didn't pay anything. Listen. I'm going to back it up. He paid nothing. He used his miles. Let's listen to it again. Clickbait. Hold on.
Sonic Frontiers and learn and understand what the blue blur
Make sure I got
has
this
been
right.
up to. So I flew myself to Los Angeles, California. This was not some sort of paid trip. This was not some sort of bring the creators out. This was me putting in my Delta Sky Miles number and getting a ticket. All right, I was heading out to the Summer Game Fest Play Days event hosted by Jeff Keighley, where press and creators could play a bunch of the games that were shown off in Summer Game Fest. One of those games happened to be...
Okay, so... Is he making up the part about Sega, I wonder? Was this an invite-only event? I have to back this video up again. We're going to start this video over, because
So after my scathing first video...
I'll make sure I have the
Sonic
facts straight
Frontiers, here. Sega wanted to change my mind. The enemies look boring and super easy. The giant thing just doesn't look all that fun to fight. Sonic is constantly flying super high in the air, removing control. And I just don't think... I don't know what they think. Sega wanted to prove me wrong, and they wanted me to see that Sonic Frontiers is actually awesome. So they wanted me to play Sonic Frontiers and learn and understand what the blue blur has been up to. So I flew myself to Los Angeles, Cal.
So maybe they reached out to him, was like, hey, come to see us at Summerfest and play, but can't anybody do that? He made it sound like it was a specific offer to him. Plus, he used his miles. Listen.
California. This was not some sort of paid trip. This was not some sort of bring the creators out. This was me putting in my Delta Sky Miles number and getting a ticket. All right.
Okay. This is me putting in my Delta Sky Miles number and getting a ticket. Now, I don't know if he means... Again, we don't know if he means that he put the Sky Miles number in and then paid, or he had a free ticket. I'm not exactly sure here. I still think it's probably clickbait, though.
I was heading out to the Summer Game Fest Play Days event hosted by Jeff Keighley, where press and creators could play a bunch of the games that were shown
it would be
off
fun to
in
go to
Summer
that.
Game Fest. One of those games happened to be Sonic Frontiers, and I was excited. All right, I wanted to see exactly what this was like in person, how it looked, no YouTube compression, no internet opinions, just me and Sonic hanging out together. So I fly to Los Angeles. And oh my goodness gracious, it was one of the weirdest days of my entire life. What's going on, everybody? It's Zach from SwitchForce. Hope you're doing better today than I was yesterday. This is
Excellent,
a story
bearing
for
the
the
lead.
ages, so get ready,
Respect
buckle
it.
up, hit that like button, leave a comment, all that good stuff. I fly to Los Angeles. I'm going to play Sonic Frontiers, and I'm really kind of getting excited. I haven't traveled much in a long time. There haven't been any in-person events. I get to LA, and I'm ready. All right, it's about a 40-minute Uber ride to the event space, and I'm already a little nervous because this Uber is going to cost me like $60, and 40 minutes and stop and go LA traffic sounds a little bit, but
Okay. But you put yourself in this situation. Like, why didn't you rent a car? Like, just, all right.
But I get in anyways because I have no option. I'm masked up as Uber requires, and I'm ready to go in the back seat of a Toyota Prius with a nice dude in the front. And then I start to get really, really, really overwhelmed. I start to get really, really nauseous in the worst way possible. And
I feel kind of bad
puke.
for him here. I
And
have
I
panic
puke
attacks.
again
So.
on the guy's car, on my
Oh,
shirt, on my
Zach.
shorts, in a bag, on the napkins.
Oh, dude.
I hadn't thrown
Brother.
up from age 16 to age 32, and I puked twice in one car ride. So bad to
Wow.
the point that
He
I
hasn't
said, "You gotta
puked
pull
since he
over
was
on the
16?
shoulder of the
Wow.
highway," and I'm just standing there
He's a healthy
leaning against
guy.
the median like, I'm gonna die. Dripping sweat, puke all over, and then I get back in the car, and we gotta get to the event. I gotta see Sonic. I have to push through. I can't go back. There's no turning back now. I really need to find out what this game is
Oh,
actually
God.
like.
That sounds awful.
At this point, I'm just praying that Sonic is amazing. Okay, I'm puke covered. I've taken time and money and a day off.
By the way, I don't know how there's 10 more minutes to this story, but I am...
My normal routine, work and videos, and I'm like, gosh darn it, Frontiers. Better be freaking good to make it worth it. Like, the stakes are high now, okay?
I can't skip through these videos as part of my personal agreement to myself. I want to skip so bad, though.
Streak. I'm disgusting, I'm embarrassed, and I made this guy's car need a car wash. Inside and out. Sonic, you have a lot to live up to, and I'm just fingers crossed. Like, maybe it's better. Maybe this extended demo, it hasn't been shown. This is new footage. This is new game. This is new levels. This is new elements. It's gonna change our mind. We get to the event, and only after he got out of the car and opened my door, he's like, blah, like, expletive. Like, I'm gonna have to get this washed. I'm like, I'm so sorry. At this point, look, I got my shoes and socks off. I'm looking like a crazy person. And I'm like, dude, I'll tip you really well on the Uber app. I'll send you money to get this clean. I'm so sorry. Did not expect it. I just get car sick, apparently. Super bad now. And also, your driving kind of sucked because you went from like 0 to 15 to 0 so fast, even though it was just bumper to bumper. Like, you didn't need to do that. You didn't need to do that. You're one of those people that's like, I'm at the event space. Go in, check in.
Guys. Yeah, that's kind of his. That's kind of on the driver, actually. You shouldn't be doing that.
Okay, I'm gonna go to the bathroom.
Like, what benefit is it? You're not gonna go any faster by zooming. I hate when people do that.
So I'm changed. I'm still feeling really icky. Right, this is like 2 vomits and a terrible car ride, and I'm at this event, Summer Game Fest Play Days, and I get there, and I see Sonic. 4 stations of Sonic Frontiers. Let me set this up for you. It's on a pillar, okay? So there's a central pillar, 4 TVs on each face, with a little, like, lounge seat in front of each TV, so 4 stations, 2 people can sit on each lounge seat. I get there, and I'm like, okay, hey, like, you know, can I play? There's an empty seat, and one dude's like, no, it's appointment only. I was like, no one told me that. Okay, that's weird. So I'm like watching some Sonic, and I'm waiting, and I'm like, okay, this is interesting, because I see a level that's not part of the open world. There's these shrine-type obelisks that you walk up to, and then you enter, like, a special bespoke level. Like, it's a Sonic level inside of the shrine.
Right, I saw that.
A linear Sonic level, as you may typically expect from the 3D Sonic games. Although, it wasn't, like, a true level, in my opinion, because it was just a bunch of floating rails.
Oh, okay. The other part of this video is clickbait, is he puked in the taxi cab. He didn't puke because he played Sonic Frontiers. Maybe he does puke when he plays the game. We'll let it go. Maybe he also tosses cookies when he plays the game, which, if he does, I will applaud like this. I will give him a full round of applause if he tosses cookies while he's playing the game. Let's go, baby. Let's go. Did you toss cookies?
I really feel like Sonic Frontiers is grind rails the game. It seems like they made this nice open world, because in person it looks really nice. And then they just splatted grind rails. So there are, like, separate stages you teleport to, but they're still just, like, grindy, at least the ones I saw, grindy, boring-looking stages. Anyways, now 3 of the 4 seats are open. I walked around and mingled a bit. 3 seats out of the 4 are open. I go back and I'm like, okay, hey, I know you set appointments, but can I just play a little bit until someone gets here? There's 3 open seats, so you need 3 different appointments to show up.
You know what I would do in this situation, and I'm not a big shot even, I would pull up my YouTube thing and just hand it to him. To see all these subscribers, I would like to sit in this chair. I mean, I think you're wasting a lot of time trying to be humble. Like, I just feel like if you came all that way and Sega contacted you as you said, I would walk up and be like, hey. And maybe he's lying about Sega or exaggerating a Sega contact. Maybe Sega tweeted at him or something, which isn't a real contact. It didn't email him. I don't exactly know. He leaves out a lot of details probably on purpose here, I guess, just to make it more interesting. But I don't know, man. Like, I don't know.
Gladly leave. Like, let me just get hands-on with Sonic. I flew all the way here, puked all over myself.
You should have just showed him your YouTube channel, but I digress.
Sonic to change my mind.
I mean, even if I only had the subscribers that I had, and someone was trying to, like, oh, you need an appointment. Like, hey, you know, I got a channel. Can I? And with Zach, he's he's like the leading Nintendo channel, or one of them. Have some confidence, man.
Strict orders. Like, you gotta be kidding me. I just want
this story can be
hands-on with
BS
Sonic
too.
Frontiers. For one,
I find it hard to believe that nobody would
run
know
the
who he
circle
is
around the
either.
enemies. By the way, in this game, there are some enemies that literally do nothing. Blown away. There are some enemies, armored enemies, that sit there and don't move. Maybe it was just for the tutorial. Maybe it was just because it's a demo. But I'm telling you, there were enemies that literally did nothing. Back to reality now, okay? The guy is like, I'm sorry, I can't do it. I'm like, okay, I understand.
What a
Just,
jerk.
working here, you're just paid to do this. But there's 3 open seats and no one is playing this game. Maybe they're afraid of people playing this game, and
That could
So
be.
I
I don't
Another guy
know.
comes
That's
around.
that's really strange.
And he's like, you can't take any photos, you can't take... I'm like, dude, I know. Like, I know how this works. I just want to play the game. And he's like, I'm sorry, we're all booked. I'm
But
like,
I mean,
really?
did I Zach doesn't seem like the type of guy who would not big shot the SwitchForce channel. Like, I'm the SwitchForce guy. You heard of SwitchForce? No. Let me show you. It has 400 and some thousand subs. Can I just play the game for 5 minutes? I mean, maybe they're... His insinuation is they're trying to cover something up here.
You're all booked because you have 3 open seats out of 4. At this point, I'm just done. They won't let me play. I puked twice, blew a bunch of money, and Sonic still looks just as bad as I thought it did from their reveals. They put a speedometer on screen. So there's like a speedometer on screen to measure how fast Sonic is going, which makes great sense for Sonic. But again, when your game is about grinding, drawing circles around enemies, bopping them, Dragon Ball Z style, and then going through all of these interstitial cutscenes to unlock the shrines and exit the shrines and open the Chaos Center, that speedometer is at 0 way too often. That speedometer is under 10 miles per hour way too often. You want to circle around almost every enemy. That's how you beat them. Even the ones that sit there and do nothing. It sort of seems ironic to put a speedometer in a game where Sonic is going so slow for so much of it. Let me know in the comments down below what your reaction would be, how you would feel if you paid $350.
Yes, but what
fly to Los Angeles,
are you going to talk
puke on
about for
yourself
another
twice,
5 minutes? Here?
Embarrass, overtip.
5 minutes in this video left. What else is there to
Say
talk
sorry.
about?
Get rejected from Sonic, even though it's open, not let you play, and then see the game still stink, and then fly home early. Oh my gosh. Basically, they just didn't want me to play Sonic Frontiers. So I watched Sonic Frontiers, okay? And let me tell you, Sonic Frontiers is what it is. What you've seen is what Sonic Frontiers is. It is a very pretty open world. The game looks good in person. I don't know if it was running on a PS5, Xbox, or PC, but it looked really nice. And it's just as empty and oblivious to modern game design as you saw in the trailers. Like, there is nothing happening. Okay, there are these
I wonder if
named
this game
enemies
is
that
going to
walk
get
around. Those are like
delayed.
the giant, big robots. There are all these grind rails.
I feel like
and
it
there are
might be
shrines.
getting
And when you
delayed.
complete one of these shrines, you get 2 gate keys, I think they were called. And when you go use the gate keys, I was like, oh, maybe you're unlocking more of the map, or you're unlocking a new section or a new ability. You unlock a Chaos Emerald, which then that Chaos Emerald does unlock like a bridge or something more in the map. But there are so much animation, so many like little cutscenes, so much loading. It is so slow. Again, this is a Sonic game that feels like they have slowed it down. Draw circles around stuff, grind on all these rails, which it's just grinding. They take the control away from you. And then all of these slow interstitial scenes where you're coming out of the shrine, getting your gate keys, walking over the Chaos Emerald, unlocking the Chaos Emerald, getting the Chaos Emerald, seeing what it opens up in the map, only for you to
Right. It
walk
doesn't
through
really
more
seem that
little
compelling.
feet and
I
then
get it.
do one of these boring, simple puzzles. I pray that there's more later in the game, but I'm not betting on it. Oh, also, you can fall off the world. You can totally grind and fall off the world. There are holes in this world and you just fall, and it says, try again. There is a skill screen that I did see. You can upgrade, but it seems to be very basic. There's like 1 out of 50 for your speed, your strength, your defense, and maybe your power, like when you're doing the circle. It literally is just constantly wanting you to draw circles with Sonic. It has some funny name, like they call it, like, I don't know, Circle Rama or something, or Circle Poo, whatever it's called.
Rama?
It did not impress me. And despite visually it looking really, really nice, I can't believe that I paid $350 to puke on myself twice and watch Sonic grind on rails, fall off the stage, and slowly but surely acquire a Chaos Emerald. There was no hint in this entire time of standing and watching multiple people go through Sonic Frontiers that there's anything more. Again, there could be more of these levels within the shrines, but if they're just grind rails floating, then what's the point? You might as well just have that be in the game world. I guess it changes up the background, but this truly does look like one of the biggest, like, what the heck were they thinking moments in the modern era. I have no clue how Sonic Frontiers comes out this year and is successful, and I've seen the people pushing for a delay, and I'm right there with them. Because the concept could be good. The graphics do look nice. Sonic seems like he controls just fine, but it really is still so tech demo-y and so open, empty, and pointless that maybe I'm lucky I didn't get to play. Maybe I'm lucky that they wouldn't let me take one of the 3 open seats, and I understand, like, you need appointments. Nobody told me that, which was sad, and I understand they're just doing what they're supposed to. So, like, no hard feelings to the people there, but many hard feelings to Sonic Frontiers as a game, because yesterday it sucked.
You should have some hard feelings about Sega if they actually invited you there, but I don't know if that's, you can't confirm that. All right, last videos for the win. For the win.
Hey, how's it going, guys? Mr. Boss for the win here. And in today's GTA video, we're going to be talking about how this could be the day for us to officially hear about Grand Theft Auto 6 from Rockstar.
It could! Hey, guys! It could! It could be the day pigs fly. Also, it could get announced today. It could.
But them actually talking about Grand Theft Auto 6, a peek
this
inside
could be the day.
games, and a whole lot more. So it actually begins with Take-Two Interactive, the parent company of Rockstar Games, making this announcement that they have a Q1 2023 earnings call conference. It's going to be happening on August 8th, 2022 at 4:30 p.m. Eastern Time. So for those of you guys on the west coast of the U.S., that's about 1:30 in the afternoon. For those of you guys in Europe or the U.K., that's a little bit closer, maybe 9:30, 10:30 at night. And that's actually going to be happening on a Monday. So it's actually not that far away. We're kind of like 4 weeks from it actually coming out, which is really cool. And to me, this means Grand Theft Auto 6 news is on the way. Now, why do I say that? Because typically in the past...
So he's saying GTA 6 could be out in less than a month, or the announcement could be in less than a month. What?
West coast of the U.S., that's about 1:30 in the afternoon. For those of you guys in Europe or the U.K., that's a little bit closer, maybe 9:30, 10:30 at night. And that's actually going to be happening on a Monday. So it's actually not that far away. We're kind of like 4 weeks from it actually coming out, which is really cool. And to me,
it's a weird way you phrase that.
Grand Theft Auto 6 news is on the way. Now, why do I say that? Because typically in the past, Rockstar have made bold announcements right before these earnings calls. And the reason they do so is it then gives Take-Two Interactive the ability and option to talk about said things on that earnings call, where they're interacting with shareholders and people that have a vested business interest in the company. And that is really the bottom line here, is making money, being profitable, being a company that is exciting and that people want to invest in. And Rockstar officially talking about Grand Theft Auto 6, I think would be huge. Now, Rockstar did tell us to stay tuned to the Newswire for more news in the coming months. And I don't know if that would mean within the next month, because remember, Rockstar put that Newswire out on July 7th, and that would basically be August 8th. That's about 1 month away. I don't know. Would they
first day,
talk
that's
about
last day of
more
my,
GTA 6
that's my
news
last day
before
at my
that?
current job.
I think it's a possibility. Rockstar went kind of like 4 or 5 months from the last time they talked about GTA 6. Remember, it was February 4th, 2022, all the way to July 7th, 2022. That's obviously a big gap. I mean, it's 5 months. It's almost half a year. Now, I don't suspect Rockstar is going to do that again, especially if they legitimately do have plans to get Grand Theft Auto 6 out the door in 2023 and 2024. They have to eventually, at some point in time, start talking about this game, because they're not just going to say, hey, surprise, here's GTA 6. It's ready for you guys to play and enjoy. That's not going to be the case. So again, hopefully we get some more information soon. That date is a pretty good indication that something could happen. I think it lines up very nicely, because by then we will already have a Grand Theft Auto Online DLC out. So there won't be any need to really talk about that. And we'll kind of be right in this middle point of where there isn't a whole lot going on, which would give Rockstar the perfect chance to sort of steal the spotlight and talk about GTA 6. Now, it's unlikely that they would do it on that date, although it is possible. I would argue, though, that Rockstar might do it sometime before, since that is happening on a Monday, maybe we look at August 5th, which is a Friday, or anytime during that week. Just something to think about. I'll definitely be sure to keep you guys posted.
It could be like day 1 of 365, 2 of 365. It could be day 7 of 365. Guys, they're going to announce the new Grand Theft Auto 6 day 61 of 365. I mean, all of them. It could happen on any day out of the 365 days. Just stay tuned to the channel. Like, subscribe, smash the button.
Though, that's for sure. Now, one thing that's also interesting about this date today, which is July 12th, 2022, it actually marks
This guy's a real
10
chronologist.
years since the very first GTA 5 screenshots were revealed by Rockstar in a Q&A session. So on
This
July
is just
12th,
as bad as Nintendo's
2012,
speculation. It's so
Rockstar did
irritating.
an Asked and Answer article talking about Max Payne 3 and Grand Theft Auto 5, which they haven't done in a long, long time. And in this article, they gave us some small details on GTA 5, how they're continuing to work on the game, but they also revealed 2 screenshots of GTA 5 as well. And this is the first time we got to see the game, and obviously fans were so excited. And what's interesting is that was the first time we got to see the game, and it came out just over a year later. So you can kind of see how things start to turn really quickly for Rockstar once they start revealing stuff. It means the game will probably come out relatively soon. So again, 10 years ago today is when Rockstar first revealed GTA 5 for the first time. Definitely a historic moment. Hopefully that means, again, sometime in the future, we're going to have...
It could, guys. It could be any time in the next 365 days for the next decade. I'll throw in SwitchForce's decade also.
Reveal. Now, with all this news going on that Rockstar is developing Grand Theft Auto 6, it's active, it's underway, they're going to make it the best it possibly can. These old images of the developers working on Grand Theft Auto 5 have actually started popping back up online.
Cool.
I don't know where these originated from, but I'll show you guys some of them on the screen right now. I believe this is a look inside of Rockstar Games' old
the guy's
office.
desk looks
I don't
awesome.
think they're there anymore, or if so, they've definitely expanded.
See, I like this kind of stuff.
And you can just see on a lot of the monitors
This is pretty cool.
They're actually working on GTA 5. You can see some of the employees and developers just doing some free mode stuff. Some of them are launching some of the campaign missions. Now, I don't know if these screenshots were revealed right before GTA 5 came out, but there doesn't look to be like there's any spoilers right there. And this kind of just got me thinking, I wonder if you could be like a fly on the wall inside of Rockstar right now, and you could see all their monitors and all the GTA 6 stuff that they've probably got going on there. That would just be absolutely incredible to witness. So very cool, some behind the scenes stuff that you probably might not have ever noticed before at Rockstar. That would just be so much fun to be able to go there and honestly just see what's going on. And then last but not least in this video today, and sort of building off of that and taking a look at the developers, alongside of this news, remember that Rockstar said that they were basically going to stop working on Red Dead Redemption and Red Dead Online. Well, someone asked Insider Tezfunds too, so if Red Dead Redemption updates are being abandoned, even though they were likely marginal endeavors anyways, then it really is an all-hands-on-deck situation for the next title, which in other times might have been known as crunch, ? And he said, isn't it the other way around?
It's called sprint now, not crunch. No, it's in Agile, it's called sprint.
Is undesirable, but it helps them facilitate
in Waterfall, it's called
if Rockstar kept a team dedicated to Red Dead Online,
crash.
then wouldn't the GTA
They call it
6
crashing,
team
not
crunch
crunching.
upon hitting an obstacle?
Either crashing in Waterfall or
option,
sprinting in Agile. I think those are the two terms.
Devs, of course. And I
Even
agree with
college
Tezfunds too here, because I remember that Rockstar was criticized for the way they handled Red Dead Redemption 2's release. I think there was an article that came out said they had to work like 100-hour weeks and that it was just chaos trying to get that game out the door.
Crashed it.
And this is sort of a new time when companies can't really do that anymore. And so instead of being able to hold on to something like Red Dead Online, they have to let one go. And it looks like if they looked all
But I mean,
the
feedback on Red Dead Online wasn't the best anyway. I feel like that's if you're going to let one go,
sorry, you're the one that's got to go. And now I would say it really is all hands on deck with GTA 6, and just a little bit of the team probably left back working on Grand Theft Auto Online just to hold everyone over.
I don't buy that take. I think that's a bad take. I don't think you've got an expansion coming out. I don't agree with the notion that they have have shrunk the online Grand Theft Auto team. That's a massive undertaking. You can't shrink that team. It's like shrinking the World of Warcraft team. You know, to go work on the new game. They don't do that. Unless they're really close and they're not making expansions. But that's not true. They just have an expansion about to come out.
Over till this new game comes out. But anyways, I'd love to hear from you guys in those comments down below.
Okay, we're gonna let ourselves out of this video, but I hope you guys enjoyed my second clickbait video. If you want me to keep making these, you must subscribe and click the like button so that I will see that you like them. Feel free to subscribe and like these artists as well that are so graciously letting us react to their content. But I hope you all are having a wonderful week out there, a good Monday, and I'll see you next time. ClickBAIT Review.